Hey everyone, welcome back to another session. And our next speaker is Michael. Michael is the CEO and co-founder of a software company called Planubo, and we'll talk about automations. Hey, welcome, Michael.
Yeah, thank you. So thank you all for joining. My name is Michael and I'm CEO and co-founder of Planubo, as Natalie mentioned, and I will be talking about coaching and automations in the digital hybrid age and how you can use Planubo to help you save time and money and scale your business. So what we'll cover today, I will go quickly over some challenges in the digital hybrid age. We'll go over a coaching business flow, talk about some task automation and scalability within Planubo, and then we'll have a few minutes for a Q&A. Okay, so let's have a look at some of the most common challenges in the digital hybrid age. So one, it's harder to maintain the real-world connection with clients since more and more systems are moved online. So for example, many coachings take place via Zoom, and even though it's quite convenient, it can also make it more difficult to keep up that personal connection to the client. And of course, to minimize this challenge, you want to use the right digital tools in a way to strengthen this real world connection with your client. And we'll get back to this point later again. Then two, absence of automated systems hinders growth. So many coaches and teams spend hours on completing administrative tasks manually. And this might work in the beginning stages, but the bigger you grow and the more clients you get, the harder it will be to keep up with all of the tasks to scale your business in an efficient way. So that's why it's really crucial to find the right tools to automate your systems. However, you also have to watch out not to get too many tools, since then, on the other hand, it can get quite cumbersome again. For example, let's say you have 20 different tools to automate each task of your business. Maybe one tool for scheduling, one tool for invoicing, another one for file sharing, and so on. So now it will eat up quite some time again to manage all of these tools. And you have to make sure to connect all of the separate tools somehow so you can have a clear overview of your data and your business processes. And of course, you also have to pay then a lot of money for all of those different subscriptions to be able to use all of these tools. And we'll also dive deeper into a solution for this challenge later on. And three, of course, really important, keeping the client information private and secure. If you followed the news about data breaches in recent years, maybe you might have heard quite often how confidential data has been exposed to the public. And many times this happens by either human error or when data is not stored the correct way. So for example, when storing personal data in an Excel spreadsheet, it can happen quickly that somebody shares the data to the wrong person or make the spreadsheet public by the click of just one button. So in many situations, a mistake like this cannot be undone, unfortunately, and then the data would be leaked. So if you want to protect your client's data in a really strong way, it's important that you have the right tools in place to ensure that your client data is stored in a secure and encrypted database. And yeah, so to get ideas on how to mitigate these challenges, I'll jump to a Miro board where I've prepared simplified business coaching flow. Okay, so let's have a really quick look at this business flow, and then I promise I'll get to the mitigation of the challenges in a little bit. So just really quick, how does a business make money? Of course, you have different marketing types in place, like organic traffic, paid marketing, outbound sales. Then through those, you get new customers. And then those new customers, they bring in your sales. And then obviously, after deducting the costs, you will end up with some revenue. So that's, of course, quite obvious. So then the more customers you have, the higher your sales. So that's why you want to make sure that your new customers are happy with you and becoming returning customers so you can increase your sales. So how does a customer become satisfied? I would say the three main things what the customer makes him return are the quality of the coaching, which you have in your own hand. Then, of course, ongoing support, building that strong client relationship with your your customer. And then if you fulfill all of these functions, this would increase the client relationship and the customer satisfaction. And another big part, of course, how you can increase your revenue is to minimize the costs. So, and one way of doing so is automation. So let's move this over there. So if you add automation to the mix and maybe upgrade your tech stack, make it more efficient, or you can automate some operational tasks to save you time, you can definitely reduce costs of your business and therefore end up with more revenue. And yeah, so that should be, I guess, quite clear. And then what I would like to show you how you can minimize or like maximize the automation is Planubo. Let's move this over there. So Planubo is a all-in-one solution for all administrative tasks arise in addition to your coaching activity. So Planubo takes care of tasks like scheduling, invoicing, feedback, client management, and it also here encrypts your client data so it's secured, so it's stored securely. So this way you don't need multiple tools for each process and have all of the information in one place, and then can also save some subscription costs for all of the other tools you might need. So, but of course, not only will you have all of the information then in this one tool, but also your clients will have that information in one place. So through the client portal, and having such a client portal will make your customers usually happy because they have a neat overview of what's going on, and it can definitely build a stronger client relationship. So let's connect this here over there, which really helps to build stronger and relationships. And then also in Planubo, it doesn't really matter if you have 5 clients or 500 clients or 2,000 clients. It's set up in a way that you can scale your business really easily. For example, through tags where you can categorize your clients. So it definitely helps you also with ensuring that you can scale your business the right way and you're set up in a really nice way. Yeah, showing scalability. And of course, with all of the features like automated scheduling, automated invoicing, and coaching packages, you can also save time by automating these operational tasks. That's another one, automate operation tasks. And now if you look, of course, at this complete picture again, you can really see how Planubo could help with the segments here of building a strong client relationship and the automation segment, which will have then a big impact on your final revenue. Okay, so now that was a lot of talking about this model. So let's dive into Planubo and some examples and show you how you can automate some of the operational tasks by using coaching packages and also VIP booking pages. Okay, so first, I would like to give you a quick overview about how Planubo is structured. So in Planubo, we refer to any type of lesson and sessions as events. So for example, here in the events tab, you have an overview of all of your events or lessons with your clients. And then under event packages, you can create lesson or event bundles for your clients. And then in Planubo, you have basically 4 different account types. Currently, we are logged in with the admin account that has the most features. But then you could also create other coaches in here and add them. So this is, of course, optional depending on if you have a coaching team or if it's just one coach in place, you don't need to use this tab. But in this scenario, you have a lot of coaches in your business, and then you can add them in here and basically have all of the information in one place and use it as like a coaching database. You see all of the products from that coach, the events they are having, and you can also make private notes about all of the coaches. And you can also add accountants here. So the accountant will then just have access to your invoices and payments. So you can automate your accounting or make it a little bit easier. And of course, a really important one is the client tab. So here's basically then your client database, where you can again add all of your clients. And then if you click on one of the clients, you can use it again as a client database. You can add custom fields, categorize them with tags. You will have an overview of all of the events they're having, invoices. You can exchange feedback with them. And again, you can write private notes about them, like maybe about their progress or their goals. And you can really, like use it to just keep track of your clients in this way. Okay, so let's go back to this client overview page and the scalability point through the tags. So here you can just use the search or filter bar to search for the client's name, or if you categorize them by tags, you can just really quickly find the clients you're looking for. And that is set up in a nice way and always have a good overview. So again, these are the different account types you can set up in Planubo. And each of these account types, they will have their own personal login. And of course, they will have a different feature set. So you here as the admin will have the most functionality, of course. And then if the client logs in, they will also see a lot of features here. But of course, they only see the information that is relevant to clients. And all of those pages here, I'm just showing you, they're all in a closed space. So the client and you will have to log in to access this area. But of course, in Planubo, you can also create booking pages and different programs which is public to everybody. So then you will have a different URL for all of the booking pages you create. But of course, you could also password restrict them. So then the client would have to log in and you could really make it a personalized closed space for some of your clients. Okay, so let's jump to one of those booking pages. So you can set up all of these booking pages without having any technical know-how, and it goes quite simple. So here I will show you an example one. And this one here is now when you log in as the client. And of course, also people that don't have an account yet and are not your customers, they could also access booking page like this. And of course, you can customize the entire page based on your personal branding and how you would like it. So, for example, if you have a team of coaches, you can create this booking page here, and then your clients could book those different types of coaches. But of course, if you're just one coach, you can also create a booking page just for yourself, which I will show you in a little bit as well. So let's maybe go through a checkout process really quick of a product. So let's say one of your clients is interested in booking a coaching session, maybe with Mark here. Then you can have the bio here of Mark, and then you can connect different products to all of the coaches. And then those products can be booked by the clients. So here is an example. Let's look at the cold consulting intermediate product, the description, and then based on Mark's availability, the customer can select the time that fits best for him, and then we'll land here in this checkout page. So here we have already logged in with the student, as you see. But if it's a new customer, they can also sign up here in this section. And then you can also add as many additional information as you want in here. So you could ask them before your session anything you want. You could add drop downs in there. You could add make fields required, basically whatever you would like. And then we have this payment section here. Here, customer can pay by credit card. You can also assign and create gift cards in Planubo, which I will show you in a little bit as well. And of course, the event packages a lot of time and automate and make things more automated as well. So here you could, for example, lessons in a bundle, and then Planubo keeps automatically track of how many lessons are left in that package. So for example, here, Tim already used up, he bought a 10 event package, already used up one of the events here. So he has 9 left and can book this session then with the remaining balance of his coaching package. So maybe one more quick example to show you what you can do with these custom fields. So let's jump into another product here, consulting expert. And again, ticket availability. And here you can see you can really customize the section however you want. You can add as many fields as you want, make fields required if maybe your clients have to agree to your terms and conditions, or they have to sign something before they book the product. You can all add this in here, and then again, they can pay by the different payment options as well before they book your product. Okay, so let's go back to this overview page again. So here you can also search and filter the booking page by the text, for example. So if you just want to have the coaches for marketing, you could just filter them down here, or you could also look at the different program spaces that you can create. Okay, so let's look at one other booking page. In the scenario, you're just a coach alone. So as I mentioned, you can set up this booking page completely how you want it. You can customize everything. So you could also have a home tab here if you're coaching alone where you're add in a bio or whatever you would like. And then in this booking tab, then you would just have the products that you're offering as the coach. And then the customers can book these products in the same way as I just showed you earlier. And of course, which is a really nice thing, which would make your clients feel special, is then if you create maybe another booking page or like a personal branded space for some of your VIP clients or a different segment of your clients. So this way you can really make them feel special if they get access to a dedicated space, maybe with special offerings. Then maybe the price of a product is reduced a little bit. So they really have a personalized offering for them. And this, of course, will then help you to strengthen that customer relationship and also increase your revenue. Okay, so let's go back to the admin portal again. So here where we've been earlier. So here you can see you have many different features you can use. For example, you can also assign gift cards, as I mentioned earlier and showed you during the checkout. So, and of course, using gift cards is a great way to increase client satisfaction. So how special would you feel if you got a welcome gift from your coach, even if it's just a really small amount? It would definitely stick with the client, and you would want to make them, and it would want to make them come back to you. So, yeah, the gift cards can, of course, be used on the booking page, how I showed you earlier. And here the cool part is that you don't have any administrative work when the client wants to redeem their gift card. Since everything is tracked automatically in Planubo, and you don't need a different tool for assigning gift cards and redeeming gift cards. Everything is done then automatically within one tool. And the same concept, of course, applies for the event packages. So here you can create as many packages as you want, or your clients could also book those packages right on the booking page. And then again, this functionality could bring your business quite some money, since then a customer is not just booking one lesson, but you have them subscribe for a longer period of time by adding these lesson packages. And again, Planubo then automatically tracks how many lessons are remaining, and then the client can redeem the packages on the booking page, which then where you don't have any administrative work again and have your system automated. And of course, if the client makes any purchases on your booking page, an invoice will be created automatically. So you don't really have to worry about any bookkeeping here. So everything will be set up here in Planubo. You have your invoices neatly set up. So that is automated as well. So one last thing I would like to show you really quick is here the calendar tab. So here you can sync with your Google Calendar as well to keep your private appointments in there. And yeah, so maybe let's say you have a client that doesn't want to book through your booking page. You can manually create events in here and just then select the participants or like the clients you have, assign a price for your session, add a title, and here you could also Planubo integrates with Zoom and Google Meet. If you have an online session, you could just make this an online event, and then a link will be shared with the client. Or let's say the client wants to set up a recurring event with you, you could also easily do that. Let's maybe he wants 3 sessions a week, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, for 10 times. You could quickly set up an event for that, and then it will create that event series in this calendar separate from the booking page. So you can either get the bookings to the booking page, or you could schedule them manually in this calendar. Okay, so as you can see, there are quite a lot of functions in place that can save your business a lot of money and automate certain parts of your business. And the really great thing about Planubo is that it's not just a simple scheduling software. So it has many different features integrated, such as the event packages, gift cards, or booking pages I showed you, and will save you then some headaches about how you connect different processes from different service providers together. And it will also, of course, save you some separate subscription fees that you would have by owning separate software for each of those functionalities. And yeah, with that being said, I would like to thank you all for listening and opening the Q&A part of this session.
That was really an entire walkthrough of the platform.
Yeah.
If anyone has any questions, feel free to raise your hand and I'll be happy to let you in on the session and just ask your questions live. Maybe, Michael, one question from me would be, what are some low-hanging automation opportunities that you see majority of coaching businesses maybe are not taking advantage of, or things that are done manually that could have been easily automated, whether using any platform, really?
Yeah. I think definitely one big part is that a lot of businesses, they have different tools. Maybe they have a system for the gift cards, a system for the event packages. And then when they hand them out to the clients, they really need to put in manual work to add all of those systems together and make sure they track everything. And here in Planubo, you can just everything is taken care of in one system, so you don't really have to put in any additional administrative work into combining these processes from different tools.
Got it. Okay. Michael, thank you so much for taking the time to share this with us today. And everyone, I'll look forward to seeing you in the next session. We do have a couple of minutes before that session, so go grab some coffee or tea, and we'll see you in about a couple of minutes.
Yeah, thank you.